afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, ImperialDane, Master Propaganda Hero Psych Defender of the Fatherland, off here to an exciting 2 vs 2 on Vaux Farmlands. Here in the east, we got ImperialDane himself alongside Sully. Together, both Oberkommand West fighting for Germany, Deutschland. The Panzerlehr Panzerdivision West in the west, we got here Noname. I don't know, he's got no name. And PS3yes fighting here for Commonwealth, King and Country. Rolling out here with the Guards Armored Division. And we got here Vanguard for no name. PS3yes with Commando, Mobile Assault and Special Weapons. Versus Sully here with who's got Breakthrough. Special Weapons Fortification I've got here for Sturm, Breakthrough and Luftwaffe Ground Forces lined up. Mostly bullets with some machine gun and orbital bullets with me as well. Rushing up the Sturm Pioneers. I'm about here for a more or less 3 Sturm Pioneers squad start. But I'm going in with the Kuwait to help sort of grab territory, sort of following up there as the Sturm Pioneers lead ahead, rushing forwards for the fatherland. Sully here also with the least for now. Double Sturm Pioneer squad, though he's going here for some foot as well. Rushing here for the house, got the Sturm Pioneers as an infantry section. Section will be able to rush the house first. And there you go, pulling up here to try and at least hit the side of the house. But right here, for some reason, there's battle going to stand here. They're acting well about here. We actually lost someone out there, so instead of having 2 shoot out, they get 3 shooting on them. So right here, occasionally there's some issues here with just, how you try to order them, they'll still, try and move away there, which makes it much more difficult to actually get anything done. So right here, the engagement does not pay off because of that. And north, though, a bit of light skirmishing here so far. The British police seem to try to outmaneuver here Sully's northern forces. PS3 seems to work out slightly. Sturm Pioneers almost get the section, but again, because someone stacked their fat head out farther than supposed to, the unit ended up suffering heavier losses than anticipated. Meanwhile, securing south of the again, this is where I use the Kubelwagen, since it's a lot bloody faster about it. University moving in, their section pushed back here with the Sturm Pioneer. I'm trying to move it into closer range for the assault rifle, so a better chance of penetrating the light armour of the University carry, and then going to move in the Kubelwagen to support as well. And there you go, a few shots into the rear armour. Third Sturm Pioneer squad is on the way there. Sturm Pioneer falling back, trying to bed into sort of range of better position, going to flank it with the Kubelwagen. And there you go, skirmishing out here, Noname University Care, taking a few hits there from the Kubelwagen. It's NG34. Third Sturm Pioneer squad arriving, and up here we got a Kubelwagen out for Sully as well. Sturm Pioneer being suppressed here by PS3yes Vickers machine, and he's going for another full Scandinavian squad. Down south here, continued skirmishing. And there you go, more damage here on the University Care, slowly pushing him down to half health. Slowly but surely. Now the player getting loud to get the fuel point here. Of north, further fighting and back and forth between Sully and PS3. Sully is slowly moving ahead here, trying to get those Tommies. Vickers there, so not helping, forcing one Sturm Pioneer squad back. One full squad, then more arrives. And here we got the second being pursued by the Sturm Pioneer, trying to pull into cover here. And there we go, getting up close, which one the Sturm Pioneer have the upper hand here was the section there, go doing a lot of damage, forcing them away. Almost getting a wipe here, in fact, almost, but not quite. Kubelwagen there trying to sort of duel again out here with the University careful, move the Sturm Pioneers down again. I want to try and just catch them up firepower on the thing and maybe have a chance of knocking it out. But so far not quite succeeding there, at least forcing it back. Of north, Kubelwagen drawing about here, and colonists forcing the Vickers to reposition all the time to avoid destruction at the hand of the Krauts, the Germans, the Jerrys. Fulton up to try and take him out, so there we go, forcing the Vickers up in a really bad spot. They might lose the Kubelwagen into the section unless he gets really lucky, and there you go, he turns the corner just in time to do the Sturm Pioneers between the University. Still his section, but I've bolted here for Noname. Truck arriving here, going for a mechanized regulation. There's a large map like this. It looks is going to be pretty good in sort of driving around corners with the opponent, to be honest. It looks is going to be pretty good. Nice to have a nice impact. Section there was a Sturm Pioneers Kubelwagen, quickly taking heavy damage. Need to connect the fuel pump, by the way. Vickers K on the way there for the Universal Carrier section there, almost taken out. There you go, Sturm Pioneers taking some nasty damage. Mechanized regiment still seem to go up here. And a bit of skirmishing around the north here between Sully and PS3yes continues. So it looks like PS3yes can finally get to the fuel point there, having beaten back Sully. Kubelwagen down. There you go, mechanized regiment going up, Sturm Pioneers reinforcing. Also going to need some healing there from some medical supplies, so there you go, swiftly down with that. Drag around up, probably a battle group headquarters there for Sully. Light of skirmishing up between the foot and the section, that should be a win for me. Could actually just pop an incendiary grenade out, but he probably might want to But if he doesn't want to spend the munitions, that is often not going to work out. Attack appeal by for both British players. Platoon command posts are up. Stone Pioneers moving down. And mechanized rating almost done. That's going to take me a bit of a while before I actually get out the looks. In the meanwhile, I'll probably have to go for some MD-34s to help deal here with all of Noname's infantry. That will certainly help out a bit. They're stopping some of these sections. Securing in the centre here, though, with the Orbital Commander Vest under Sully. And got caught here by the larger storage housing there. Moving in, he got the Vickers K to upgrade it. Stone Pioneers, so at least one squad's got to get Pantrix to help deal with the Universal Carrier. And when you got that many Stone Pioneers, you might as well go for some Pantrix. And there you go, got a 4 Stone Pioneer squad on the way. Good hit in the Universal Carrier, that's going to force Noname to be more careful with it. And then can deal with the section up north here. Heavy assault rifle up close can sort of do some damage to the section inside. They don't have many windows to spawn with, so it works out further well. And there goes Swift Pursuit for the Fatherland. Come on, Ludwig, catch up with those Tommies. So only Englishmen, they don't know how to run. But there you go, triple sections here, an awful lot of firepower the Stone Pioneers have no chance with. Not at that range for sure. Not at that range. Centerwards here, we got Fulton's finding out here versus PS3yes Sappers. He's trying to sort of operate around the centre, having given up in the northern fuel point for now. Still some time for we've got the looks. Fuel wise, we are not doing amazing in there, partly because I wasn't able to, you know, get the southern fuel point connect. That was a big mistake by me, to be honest. That was a big mistake. Could have had a looks on the way by now at least, so that's definitely something to be improved upon. Now the MD-34 out, healing going on there, and can soon actually go for another Panther Strike, in which case 2 Panther Strikes should put severe pressure enough on the Universal Carrier so to put that to an end. And we got a sniper following up here for Noname. Up north, you can see the side though is getting much more aggressive. He's trying to basically, instead of attacking head on to the Brits, bypass the lines to hit the rear, that way cutting off the northern half, then also catching the support weapons like the 6-pounder gun off guard. So really good move there by Sully, very sharp move in fact. Moving upstream with the section here, so fixing up Noname splitting up more towards the centre. As I make ready for a smaller push here, we got 3 Stone Pioneer squads here, MD-34 to support the southern Stone Pioneer squad. Going to shift up forces, realise, holy smokes, he's sending in towards there. And we got special weapons for PS3yes, opening up with the Tank Hunter sections. And there you go, finally able to go for the looks of Aufklärungspanzer. Flak after brothers arrived here for Sully. Vickers pushed back, 6-pounder gun boy still standing about here, though he has no force that can meet, so take advantage of it. And there you go, still section pursued with the double Stone Pioneer squads with Panther Strike, sniper fire off here. I shall just have to grin and bear it until I can get out the looks, in which case I can pursue the fellow and deal with him quite aggressively. Stone Pioneer in hot pursuit here. Forcing a full retreat here, I'm going to have to retreat anyways myself. Stone Pioneer standing about. Section there being blasted to bits by the flak half track. The looks is halfway done here. And the south we got some more sneaking up here, but this time encountering the Stone Pioneers and the MD-34. He is going to encounter some severe resistance for opening up for the fuel point there. Artillery fire going off from PS3yes. Stone Pioneers way back there, and hang on. Need to let out the cat. Yes, he is starting to get a bit antsy about it. So there you go, cat is out into the fresh air. Mines being laid down here to catch up in Universal Carriers. Any sneak attempts there? Universal coming from the north here. Looks though is almost done. We're just talking moments away from it. And MD-34 exposed out in the open there to the Universal Carrier, taking heavy damage. There we go, forcing a retreat, plus the Stone Pioneers. Vickers is likely going to go down before the looks can arrive in time. We also got a 6-pounder gun out here for Noname. He's obviously anticipating some kind of vehicle. In fact, he might be anticipating a looks or something like that, since he's seen nothing that would indicate a Belgrade headquarters from me. But there you go. Catching in the Universal Carrier with the looks. Autocannon fire raking through the thin armour of the Universal Carrier, not built to withstand such German technological prowess. And there you go. Pop goes that weasel. Quickly finishing off this. I've no idea what's nearby, so rather than trying to actually recruit it and then turn it to my own devices, I just decide to knock it out. Also going Luftwaffe here, following up with a single Volkswagen squad to help with crew weapons and such. also have a single Panzerfaust on hand, could be useful in certain engagements. Meanwhile, PS3yes was also boasted pushing through here. It's holding up a nice sort of defensive line. Sully is not making too much progress. He's getting ready for a push here, supported by the 6-pounding gun. He's got 2 full twins, 2 Stern Pioneers, and MG34 on the way, plus the flak half track. Section ring about here up north, a bit closer, and they're going to get off in the section. PS3 has men burning up, and the Luke's pulling up in the centre here, sort of slightly. I know the Tommies then put some pressure on them. Quickly dealing some heavy damage here with the 2cm autocannon. And as all this is happening, also coming on the side of the fuel point, we got a further set of skirmishes here in the south. Stern Pioneers being held back by the starboard section sniper. Luke's forced to fall back here. Heavy damage inflicted. And Stern Pioneers need to retreat very soon, very schnell. So again, the northern fuel point here though for the Farmlands, screening it off a bit here with a 6-pounding gun and the flak half track. Those moving towards the centre now to put pressure once more on the Tommies, on the British bastards. No additional mines here laid down as of yet, though we'll be trying to lay down more mines as the match goes on. Right here there's the MG34. Looks going to need some repairs, of course. In this regard, having a ton of Stern Pioneers about really makes it easy to quick then repair your looks up. One reason I also decided to go for Lukes here, because again, you got 3 Stern Pioneer squads, they will be able to repair most stuff pretty fast. Snarf on the MG34, Stern Pioneers hanging back here. Section actually slightly exposed for some reason, it's not getting suppressed, which is a bit funny to note. Lukes is almost good to go, but we got hit off here by the CoH point as well there. This is pressing through, trying to outmaneuver Sully by attacking through here and then switching up that way, heading northwards. An interesting move there by PS3yes. Very interesting move. Machine gun almost dead though. And full to the close being wiped out. There we go. Looks like those time he's running away like the bastards. Then we got a Luftwaffe drop here on the fuel. Well, the Fallschirmjäger section of close being, or Stern Pioneers being close being wiped out on the retreat. There we go. At least the Panzerfaust did not drop. And the MG34 is going to have to fall back as well. But we got the Lukes rushing in here. We got the Lukes. We got a 6-pounder gun ready as well though. Fallschirmjäger's landing in the midst of it. Right close up on the sections. Spun the anti-tank and a quickly flank behind it to be able to deal with that. MG34 falling back, Fallschirmjäger's retreating. Stern Pioneers moving up here, time from the other side. Well, of course, trying to look for the sniper, rather deal with a 6-pounder gun, wiping that out, and of course stealing it for my own purposes. So some heavier skirmishing there. Stern Pioneers rolling up. There he goes, section caught in some deadly crossfire, forcing a full retreat here from Noname in the south. Except he's got a, that's one man who's just running for it. Fuller's reinforcing. Up here in the centre, Sully digging in here with mines, and the flak half track stopping Noname and PS3yes from being able to pull through here. And looks continue to pursue. I'm not going to pull through forever because I'm worried he might have something following up. And then I can't, get the Looks out of there safely. Which of course is rather important to be able to do so. Back here healing reinforcement. But we now control both fuel points, giving us the fuel to heal the Allies. The Allies of course held the fuel points for somewhat longer, so they're not exactly far behind. We can see the Noname is already pulling up with a center, which is going to be a bit tricky to stop. Going to what Panzer and maybe a 6-pounder gun to get the crude in time to stop it. They can maybe at least slow it down. Mines being laid down to sort of stop harassment, but also in case it does pull out something fast with armour. Noting the Allies have a fuel cache here. And more 25-pounder gun fire from PS3yes, who might be in here for a crumble. And repairs going on here. 6-pounder gun there. In fact, both of us now will soon at least have a 6-pounder gun under command. And there we go. We got a big push here from Noname, section, snipers, sappers, and the centre. And I don't have a machine gun to really stall them, at least not here. We got moving up there, being escorted by the Fallschirmjäger. Didn't get to lay down a lot of mines. And there you go, catching the Stern Pioneers squad here with the centre. Need to retreat. Rückzug. And there you go, 6-pounder gun setting up, going over here in the centre, penetrating hit through the side armour, and a big blob here supported by a sniper for Noname. So you had an MG34. The problem is the MG34 would just be sniped at, so it couldn't lay down a continuous enough line of fire versus the sections. Going to need the Looks here, but it's up here dealing with the section there. So he's just walking straight across here. Bit the problem with the way they did sort of buff the sections back in December, they just sort of make them pretty good at a cover, which can sort of allow for these sort of blob style tactics. And there you go, Looks rolling in here. 6-pounder gun from a grenade off in the sections. Didn't do enough damage there. I might allow the Looks here to finish them off. So Faction is forced to retreat here. Section getting blasted. Mine goes off. I'm surviving out of the section. Faction makes annihilated on retreat by the sniper. 6 Pentagon crew wiped out as well. The center is heavily damaged. I might quite not follow up with that fast enough. Up north here, troops being suppressed. Not further. We got here, Sully trying to push through, being stalled here by machine gun fire and artillery strike called in to break up the attack. Plus minefields on the way there laid down with PS3yes. So not really going easy for him or for me in the south here. Looks awaiting repairs. We have Panther Corps going up to defend the CoH point. And I need to recruit that 6 Pentagon as soon as possible, because otherwise without that I've got no real chance against the Centaur. Continue to solidify here. Sully being pushed back for now. Flak half take of his is not doing too well either. Got another team there equipped with the Panzerschreck. Die Raketen, Panzerbüchse. 6 Pentagon once more recruited for the fatherland. And we do have a Cromwell here for PS3yes, adding some medium armor for him as well. Noting here that Sully's actually gone for an infant half track, an interesting choice considering everything. He's also finally taking up himself. Other of us that will have to take some time for him to get out any armor. And there you go, the 6 Pentagon engaging the center head on. And there you go, another hit, forcing him down to half health. Sturmpire trying to push ahead here, a bit risky. Pushing here in the south as well though, hitting the fuel again.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And another MD-34 on the way to against try and stall here and deal with No-Name's blob tactics. Like, I mean, with one MD-34 you can't really sort of, I think, in most cases successfully deal with a blob assault, because like they're just going to try and at least like get around it slightly, and then you know you're going to run into some issues. And more machine guns also makes it hard for them to surprise you with the blob, so that's kind of what you need there. It's not necessarily just able to focus fire on the blob, but just more be able to just minimize the ways you can sort of use this blob against you. And just able to cover more terrain against the blob. So looks like hammering away. Vetri too close to Vetri 3 actually, that's pretty good. In the centre we can see Sully's hanging on desperately. He's on the defensive here quite so. He's following up with like Kednev here. It looks like taking into the sections. 18 kills. Almost got a section wipe here. 6 Pentagon needs to stop. Isn't quite within range. Oh! Got the center with the 6 Pentagon and a section wipe. Pretty good stuff there. No name or extended against the Germans. Got punished. As for the Tommies, not much further going on in the base. There's still just that one fuel cache. Another 6 Pentagon out there for PS3yes. Possibly sent for No Name, since without the center, it's got no real threat to my looks. Got Incendiary up and being utilised here against the house. Alongside the looks. More troops will be needed to push back the Tommies. And some time there from getting any armour out. There you go, section on the other side of the building. Fuel wise, the Allies are very much leading. They've got pretty much twice as much as we do. We got 16, they're getting 32. So that's definitely quite a challenge. Head up in the centre, we got the Cromwell going in aggressive here versus Sully. And the tank is setting up, they're opening up pretty close. Artillery fire being reined in as well on the same position. Not good. And it looks like gains Vetri 3, which basically just makes him move out much faster than Seafather, which is pretty handy. Troops pulling here, the Sturmpiles need to retreat now. Before they get wiped. Sully is yet to choose a doctor, and he's in fact the last player to do so. He is the last player to do so. Sturmpile squad, they need to retreat. Would be a shame to lose it right now and throw it away. Machine there covering up, the other machine coming up here, and it looks like wiping another section. No Name seems to be extending a lot here lately, and allowing me here to just get in some wipes left, right, which is pretty good for me, less so for him. Sully continues a desperate fight around the center. He's just being further and further pushed back here by PS3yes, who's proven to be absolutely unrelenting and remorseless. No Name here following up with a Firefly to help deal with my armor and any future armor I might get. He's taking no chances with that. And meanwhile, PS3yes is following up with a second Cromwell. He's just adding in more armor here for King Country. Machine gun wipe, blown apart. And pulling up his sniper fire, taking up poor Ludwig. Trying to catch that sniper, but it's just not quite working out. Just not quite working out. Repair pioneers have to help deal with any other armor, and also can support my teammate, of course, which in this case they immediately do. So very good work there. MD-34 forced off and wiped. Quite a loss there, quite a loss, wasn't paying attention. 6-pound gun moving up, trying to support you around the centre. After Sully's been rather asking me to do so several times, rather than then had to go and do it. But rather couldn't because I was constantly being attacked by the blob, which made it rather difficult to get to. But there goes trying to make a run for the machine gun. Seems to get away with it, in fact. Looks just can't seem to do enough damage here, despite being static. And there goes right here from the 6-pound gun. Other 6-pound got stone parts rushing in to deal with the armour that PS3yes is throwing into the centre. There you go, air support running in. We got here strafing support. So we got one hit taken down by the flat calf. Taxpayer punch recorders opening up as well. In fact, both doing it, which results in the Royal Air Force suffering a sharp series of losses in a matter of seconds. We got Firefly rolling out there for Noname. No additional armor from me as of yet. I'm probably going to be thinking a Yak Panzer up deal with a Firefly and the Cromwells. 6-pound again, a good hit there on the rear of the Cromwell. Could take it out, could take it out. And PS3yes loses one of its Cromwell tanks, scoring a small kill there for Germany. And Firefly there's trying to take out the Sharp Pounded quarters, the cheeky fellow there. But the 6-pound gun crew is having none of that. You know, here Luke's being repaired, troops reinforcing healing in the south, MD-34 holding back against the section, laying down heavy suppressor fire with the MD-34. Folks is pursuing here the support weapons. We've got another centaur for Noname. Another centaur. Going around the centre, march being laid down here by PS3yes. Trying to catch the sniper team there, forced away. And Luke's zipping ahead here. Very close, in fact, to Veteran T4. Yak Panzer out there for Sully. And I'll be going for one as well. So we've got 2 Yak Panzers out in the field here from the Panzerlehr Panzer Division. Take no chance with all that British armour. We need something with range and punch to deal with them. Mines being laid down here by Noname. Very good, very good. We can see that PS3yes has also been active with his mines. Because they're coming from the road. No additional fuel caches for the Allies, by the way. Need to grab that fuel pump back again. And Yak Panzer's almost done for me. Yeah, we're still overall. Still remaining with 3 Sturm Pioneer squads. Some of them are slowly approaching Veteran 3. There you go, Concord here by the Yak Panzer. Pension hit on the 80mm of slope front line of it. Second one arrives to the fatherland. It looks like we got a big push into the south. We got another centre here support. We got trenches being laid down. I've been laying a few down mines here, but down a few mines. We could be putting down more, to be honest. I could be putting down more. And there you go, Centaur rolling in. Hits the mine, damages the engine. Looks like it's falling back here a bit. Sturm Panzer nearby, Yak Panzer nearby. Section going up there. So Panzer is being sent in against the centre to quickly put that one out of commission. Certainly punishing him for just rushing in his Centaur with absolutely no minesweeping support. In fact, he's got none of his sappers. He apparently did not anticipate me laying down mines. And there you go, Centaur down, Firefly. They're being pushed back by the Sturm Pioneer with their Panzerschrecks, piercing the frontal armour of the Firefly. Now the MD-34 coming against the section here. Yak Panzer hiding a bit about. You can see that Noname quickly falls back to his trench lines here towards the village western side. As the assault has quickly failed in the face of the Centaur, getting obliterated in a matter of seconds. Sully moving into support here. I think he's not going to try and switch through, break through the centre. He's going to try and outmaneuver here for the south, supported by me. Both Yak Panzers moving up there. Heavy hits there on Sully's Yak Panzer, moving up my own. But for some reason, this actually acts as a massive shot blocker, but at this stage, it shouldn't really be able to block the line of sight on anything except a newt. Veteran 4 looks rolling in for the fatherland. Philip Abel Fritz is on the job. Second fuel cache being laid up with PS3yes in the north. He's going for a crocodile in a few moments. Directed on the looks though by the Firefly. And there you go, lots of Pantrix. The Sturm Panzer flanking in. There you go. Lots of hits. We've got a kid strike from the north as well. Airstrike called in here by Noname again, but we might be able to get the Firefly here. And a kid never gets at max range. Good work there by Sully. Good work. Meanwhile, up north, we've got skirmishes going down. Anti-tank and cleared up. Orbison pushing through here for the fatherland. And then retreating, because there's just too many section members. Looks awaiting repair before it rushes in. This jump partying up the troops around here. Wiping the sappers out in the open with accurate assault rifle fire. Gutting the Tommy bastards. And we got a center strike called in as well. Knocking out, he's attempting to knock out my spare punted quarters. Which will certainly put me in a bit of a pickle, because it's pretty expensive to replace. And would likely force me into going for a King Tiger, since at this stage you might as well then go for it, because you end up going to have to spend more or less the same resources. Luke's turning into the Vickers, forcing it back. And there you go, down that goes, which certainly puts me in a bit of a pickle. As again, my options now are very limited. And expensive too. Sully here with Orbison on his own, fighting against the Saps up close section supporting here. But ultimately they're nothing in the face of Deutschland. The machine gun gewehr. Jagdpanzer run through Orbison moving in here for Sully. He's got 2 squads on that. With light machine guns away, that's very good. I still only got machine gun coming in the south here, so wait for my troops to get ready and my vehicles for that matter to get ready. Bad group headquarters going up here. Sully is a bit stalled here. Victory point wise, actually pretty close so far. Pretty close. More artillery fire here, and there you go. Bung grenade almost gets the tank and there you go. Crocodile flanking in, burning through and wiping out an Obersoldat squad combined with some artillery. Bad news there for Sully. Bad news for the Panzerlehr Panzerdivision. Machine gun then trouble as well here. Jagdpanzer lands now gaining veterans 1. Looks rolling down with infantry support in the south. Jagdpanzer is good to go as well. Sturmpionier setting out. More artillery fire raining down. Orbison popping anti-tank grenades on both anti-tank guns. Wiping out one of the crews. Crocodile running through. Jagdpanzer's main gun is out. Scheisse. A kid member setting up to deal with it. Shot bounces, heavy damage to the Sturmpanzer equipment and fires from rockets as well. But in this case, going to flank in here from the south with the Looks and the Jagdpanzer getting behind the church and the other units that might be around, pushing through in the south as well. Trench could be overwhelmed here by Orbison. Bung grenade off, almost clears it up, but not quite. Sturmpionier following up here with the Jagdpanzer Looks. A small camp assembled. Almost got the Crocodile, almost. Another Firefly out there for Noname, and there you go. Crocodile is in flames. Heavy skirmish continuing in the south between the Orbison and the Fulton Grenadiers, and more section round to the scene, occupying the trench once more. Looks to the rescue. Jagdpanzer hanging around the centre here. Need to be careful with that, taking heavy hits here. And the Looks is actually closing in. Veteran 5 with 33 kills. Jagdpanzer there being flanked by the Firefly, at least attempted that. And there you go, direct hit from the Firefly on the Looks, forcing that one back. Would be a shame to waste it as it's about to hit Veteran 5. Sturmpanzer sneaking in, there we go, Panzerix flanked through the skies, and there we go, landing on the Firefly, forcing Noname to fall back with that one for now. Heavy skirmishing around the centre of the Sturmpanzer trying to break through the British lines. But we got more sections rhyming on the scene, and the Sturmpanzers just don't quite enough firepower. There you go, cuts a grenade to cover the retreat as well. Back here, reinforcement, healing, repairs, you name it. Medics on the way there. Sully's Jagdpanzer halfway done. He's not really doing much except now push towards it. They could maybe try and just sneak into force into the north once more, trying to outmaneuver PS3yes that way, but so far it's just focusing on the centre maybe that way to ensure we can at least easily link up and support each other, which of course is a pretty good idea there by him, to be honest. Here, troops setting out there for the British, for the Allies. The biggest coming from the north throughout there still. He could honestly, I think, be a bit more active with it. Mines being laid down there. Good work by PS3yes. Very good work. Jagdpanzer sitting out there for the fatherland. And the Sturmpanzer is going to go for another push for Deutschland. And we got more support in here from Noname. And I don't have anything to support him. In this case, where they can't just order my spare panzer to shoot the aircraft down, so it's not just down to Sully's own anti-aircraft prowess. Since he's lost the flak half, that leaves only spare panzer quarters. Looks running through here. There you go, direct hit here from the Firefly. Jagdpanzer moving to support here. And we got Veteran 5 on the Looks. Oh, shoots. He misses. The Yak Pounce in the hand does not. Big push as well to jump up against the rodent section. Vaux goes flanking in here with orbital line support, catching those Tommies out in the open. Could try and pop a grenade here. And a Unibot. Section in front of the looks point blank. That is unsurprisingly not going to work out well. And there you go, section falling back. His no names men are getting absolutely blasted. Yak Pounce a bit exposed, could be, Firefly exposed, could be hunted up. But Yak Pounce hits a mine, Good work there though by PS3yes again with his mines. Apparently hit with Panzer and almost gets it. Incredibly close there, but he does avoid losing his Firefly there. And I would end up losing my Yak Panzer, so win-win. Now, second Firefly on the way there for Noname. He's going to really go heavy there on the tank distraction. I'm slowly setting up here for the King Tiger, the Königstiger. Panzer on the way here for Sully. No doctrine still for Sully though, and it's still no doctrine. I mean, we're half an hour into the game, and he's yet to really sort of show any sort of inclination towards anything. Still putting in harder work there with the Yak Panzer. Another fighting mega squad being dropped in rapidly. In part because I'm trying to stay up for an airborne assault to provide that way support.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Luke's moving in here, matching the 541 kills. Section then engaged with the Sturmpioneer. And there you go. PS3yes section there suffering quite a reception. And another crocodile here for PS3yes. No name was yet to bother with them, but we got another one out for PS3yes and the Guards Armored Division. All of a sudden holding out in the trench here, having a nice time. And Sully's Panzer once again. It looks like that trying, again hit into the north, gain the fuel point. Then that's very good. Will certainly help me towards getting my King Tiger. Looks being fixed up again, having certainly a dire need for repairs rather constantly. I'm not laying down any mines, which I probably should be doing, even though I'm trying to set up for airborne assault. A few mines here and there could do a lot of work. A lot of work. Tank in a second again, the Yak Panzer up north here. We got the Panzer IV tank through the Vickers crew. Their veterancy means nothing in the face of Kupstahl. And there you go, Crocodile to support the Fireflies here. Bit of coordination, a bit risky for PS3yes to be honest. Bit risky, quickly falling out of the trench as the Crocodile moves up. Does not want that to be turned into a barbecue pit. Something quite the worst of the German kind, very German. Looks at us the section. And Yak Panzer doing the Crocodile as it rolls forwards. Looks falling back. Another penetrating hit here, Panzer damage the engine of the Crocodile. Need to fall back with infantry though. Yak Panzer closing in eventually too very fast with this. Sturmpioneers are slow moving up, having lost this Panther. One is actually about. Crocodile falling back, and looks falling in here, spotting hit for targets.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Damage engine here. Oh, actually doesn't. Good hit though from the Yak Panzer on the Firefly, gaining eventually 2, increasing its health there a bit, and some other bits. Penetrating hit though nonetheless here from the Firefly. Other Firefly, I mean, more penetrating hits there. Almost got the Yak Panzer, almost got it. Or the Firefly, I mean. Technically, that could be argued the Yak Panzer all the way. Another hit there on the Firefly tank destroyer. Troops flying back. Just got another bout of air support in here from Noname, basically saving his armor here from destruction. As my infantry is being wiped out, slaughtered in the open, costing their Sturmpioneer squad. Meanwhile, those Sully's finally brought into the north, gained control of it. Good work. 43 kills, section ring about here. Noting here that Noname, and I think the PS3yes aren't just bothering upgrading their section because they work pretty well without Bren guns, to be honest. Until they call in the machine gun. Shredding the Thomas there. Looks zipping southward to quickly deal with some, at least some of the Brits, trying to stall time by time for the rest of the main force to arrive. But of course it is a bit risky. If a tank moves in, it could be in a lot of trouble. But there you go, slaughtering Tommies left and right. In the centre here, Sully's holding out in the north. He's making very slow progress. We can see that the PS3yes is doing his damn best to stop him. Another Panther IV for Sully, opening up with 2 Panther IVs. I'm ever slowly closer to the King Tiger, the Königstiger. And there you go, wiping a section of the retreat with the MG-34. Looks falling back for needed repairs. Jagdpanzer, Sturmpionierer, Obersoldaten, Fallschirmjägers, a mixed Kampfgruppe of the highest order setting out. And the center Sully is preparing for an armored assault team with 2 Panzer IV supported by a Jagdpanzer, blasting through PS3yes' forces. Nothing to do to stop it, it seems. Doing heady with the Sturmpionieers first, Jagdpanzer supporting. And quick hit there from the Jagdpanzer on the Firefly. Jagdpanzer halfway towards virtually free. Back here looks almost ready again, having needed some very heavy repairs. And there you go, very close to the King Tiger. Got in the map, I just need the fuel. And the Tiger 2 can be summoned forth to roll over the Allies. But slowly turn the trend around. Now it's slightly more map control in favour of the Germans, and not by a lot. Panzer IV saying north to deal with the PS3yes forces. And we got the Fallschirmjäger sweeping in, supported by the Sturmpionierer, and we got the Jagdpanzer moving up as well, in case the Firefly's hanging about. And there we go. Shoots and hits. Firefly against 2 Panzer Lancers. Both Sturmpionieers need to retreat. Close to actually found those Sturmpionieers, very close. But there you go. Sam's running into the veteran 4 Sturmpionieers. They're like really active. And there you go. Virtually 5, even more damage. See, Jagdpanzer being outflanked, at least attended by the Fireflies. Folks are trying to Panzerfaust to stall it. Sturmpionieers with 14 kills need to retreat. Oh dear, could lose them on retreat. Could lose them on retreat. There you go, wipe the sapper section. And Jagdpanzer's just hanging back there. And we got a Tiger 2 on the field here. We got a Crocodile Marine. It's going to hit the retreat path, wiping out the virtually 5 Sturmpionieers. What rotten luck. Jagdpanzer the lands are good here in the Crocodile. Folks Marine trying to Panzerfaust it. Shoots and misses. And the Firefly set up once more. Jagdpanzer desperately trying to get out of here. In the centre, Sully's just mashing his way through here with the Panzer force. The Jagdpanzer infantry is well being pushed in. Going here for the Crocodile. He does not want it to stick around for long. King Tiger around, Jagdpanzer and ready to support that. If the King can't draw fire, the Jagdpanzer doesn't need necessarily to be fully repaired. Orbison dealing with the section up here. And King Tiger hit, shoots, misses. Lots of rocket fire and every kind of fire down the Crocodile. Down to less than half health. And almost got it. Jagdpanzer shoots and I believe gets the kill there.
We've lost a Crocodile flamethrower tank.
Taking out another Crocodile tank destroyer. P-47s, or P-47s, Typhoons they called in. King Tiger's going to fall back alongside the Jagdpanzer. And we got Fireflies also engaging the Königstiger. The north side though making progress again once more, stealing a machine gun away here from PS3yes this time around. Very good, very good. Fireflies rolling, taking heavy fire. Panzer IV they're knocked out. Sully Ballard's yet to choose a doctrine still. He has yet to choose a doctrine still. We're almost 40 minutes into the game. Jagdpanzer King Tiger hanging back here, receiving repairs from all the Sturmpionieers and repair pioneers. And the aircraft shot down and landing almost near the folks, killing some of the pioneers, suppressing the unit.
Battle damage estimates show the enemy at 300 points.
300 points. We got a half track out now here for PS3yes providing weapons on the front lines. It's finally going for weapons, in this case the Vickers K light machine gun. Interesting choice there. Jagdpanzer's being repaired. North securing the victory point here. Firefly almost done there for PS3yes. Fallschirmjäger's there with the Pilfert Panzerschreck. And the Königstiger is good to go once more for Deutschland. Heading south to the sections. PS3yes got at least one section upgraded with Vickers K's. So that would seem to be it for now. Close to 22 there. Jagdpanzer heading out and King Tiger heading north southwards. Jagdpanzer following up. Sturmpionieers providing back, and we got Lux in as well. Close to 50 kills actually for the Fatherland. And there you go, 50 kills acquired. Armored Con continues with the Sturmpioneer support. And we got the Fireflies being shifted in to try and deal with this, to try and stop it. King Tiger's heading out, Jumper's moving in here, Jagdpanzer hanging back. 52 kills, Fireflies moving up, and there you go. One volley, one kill. Looks went down, didn't quite think we would actually go straight for that, but it does make sense, and we can wipe out my looks. That's still a pretty good kill, as that gives his infantry more freedom. But they're going in with the Jagdpanzer, the Sturm Pioneers, and you've had Vaux on supporting here as well. Direct hit on the King Tiger from the Fireflies. Jagdpanzer very close there to veterans. We've got a Crocodile moving here, though, from Noname. Sully meanwhile is getting control north as PS3yes is more and more on the defensive. Sturmpanzer moving up, but there he goes straight into the Crocodile. They have to retreat. Jagdpanzer also pulling a bit too far ahead. Sturmpanzer being wiped out. And there you go, veteran fleet on the Jagdpanzer. Increasing its lethality and mobility overall. Empty foot on a bad spot. Jagdpanzer King Tiger just rolling back here. Bit of a nasty engagement, to be honest. Nasty engagement. In the north, though, Sully continues to hit machine guns and everything just squaring it off. And there you go, Panzer's outmaneuvering. Betsy too there, but also close to death. The Jagdpanzer is also Betsy too, but hanging back. Half-track rolling back with a Vickers K wielding section inside, just sort of shooting out from it.
We have 200 points now.
Armin just continuing to move back here for repairs. And going for another attempt to our Punter's quarters this time around. I haven't gone for the King Tiger. Up north, slowly giving ground here to PS3yes. Sees no need to waste manpower on this until he can counter-attack properly. And amass a sufficient armor that's required to stop this. In the south here, Noname's armor is good to go. Sapper sitting out. And armor here receiving repairs. None of them got actually have third fuel cache up. So the others actually have 3 fuel caches up. Meaning even this little territory, they're actually getting a lot of fuel even then. So good work there by them. Good work. Veteran for MD34 being outmaneuvered here by the half-track. The M3 strikes. Jagdpanzer sneaking about on its own here. King Tiger good to go. Sturmpanzer ready to support. Orbs are also good to go. And there goes second Schwer Panzer quarters going up. Sending with attack here for the Farmlands. Sully engaging the infantry section, engaging, hitting hard in the south. First going to the sappers. King Tiger Jagdpanzer setting out. Sturmpioneer advancing. And there you go, Brandhandgranate burning away. And we got a bit of artillery fire raining down. Trying to break out my attacks and movements. Not bad at all. Crocodile there hitting a minor leg down much earlier. And there you go, support calling again. Going to break off the assault for now. No point in trying to attack when there's a Typhoon strafing run going on there. That'd just be a waste of resources and just feeding experience, which I don't really intend to do, to be honest. I do not intend to do that. That's just a swift retreat here, pulling back armor and infantry. So they're pushing northwards with his armor, with his infantry. The PS3yes is definitely determined to put up a solid defense. Very solid. Very determined. Larfan and the Panzer IV slowly approaching Veteran 3. And here armor need repairs once more. Most of the King Tiger, the Jagdpanzer is largely fine. And most of that its paint job scoffed a bit. And there you go, a Firefly for PS3yes as well. That's going to be 3 Fireflies at the same time on the battlefield. And a booby trap. Taking out Thomas and Lawrence. As that casualty looked a bit too suspicious. But they didn't quite catch on to it. And there you go, half-track down, knocked out by the Jagdpanzer. It's high velocity in from the gun, leaving it dead. Fixing up the King Tiger here. Healing reinforcement, repairs. He's also gone for a mechanized repair regiment, though he hasn't upgraded with repair pioneers. It is worth noting. He has not. And a centaur more here for Noname. Another one. Dug in here with trenches, sandbags, and the likes. They're not much around here. In fact, he's not trying to defend these 2 points very much compared to us trying to defend this. Obviously, if we dug in too heavily here, it could leave himself exposed to a flank. But even then, it feels a bit weird. He's more concerned about covering his flanks and the points. Panther Force successfully pushing back forces there. Königstiger setting out. Also got enough munitions there saved up for an airborne assault. And he's got Singer too. So he's finally gone for doctrine in his fortifications. Took him long enough, I would say. But there you go, assault commences. King Tiger, Yak Panzer rolling in. Firefly, Yak Panzer going out on the Crocodile there, being blasted. King Tiger there opening up. Fails to hit. Yak Panzer lands penetrating hit there on it. Down to half health already. More hits. Crocodile almost down. Shots flying at the King Tiger. Something penetrating at some arch. Steel Panzer bringing up support as well. Almost got the Crocodile, but not quite. Close going to be able to maybe finish it off with some air support. There we go. Yak Panzer also very close. Eventually, 4 direct hit them from the Fireflies, taking down to half health. There you go. The airborne assault called in. Yak Panzer falling back. Panzerix opening up. And there you go. Troops being suppressed, pinned down. Aircraft immediately shot down here by the Centaur. More hits there. King Tiger opening up. Almost got the Firefly there. Yak Panzer was in. Gets the hit. Eventually, 4 gain. Firefly cooked up. Entertainment's opening up here. Hits on the Firefly. And we got Singer till he called in here. I think by him as well. In the same area. We got troops bringing in from PS3 as well. It's just turning into pandemonium carnage. The battle turned all battles. And there you go. Aircraft. Almost took out the Crocodile as he took out the Firefly. Insane. Troops there being secured, pointing short. Artillery just continues to rain down. Taking out the Centaur with Sing artillery, or at least almost. Yak Panzer rolling back. King Tiger knocked out. Well, that was absolutely cataclysmic. Meanwhile, Sully is just experiencing no resistance in the north, since again it all just happened in the south. They just tried to gang up on me. Everything just got wrecked there. Everything. Meanwhile, he can just sort of swoop in from the north if he wants to, but he's sticking in there with mines and with sandbags. Back here, Yak Panzer being repaired. Slowly approaching Vet 75. And more fighter makers being summoned forth to support the front line. Sappers repulsed. Lots of mines being laid down. He's tossing down S-mines where they can. Bit of sectioning in there. Firefly being pushed back here by the Yak Panzer. Missed. 6 point gun being wiped out by the Orbison very slowly, and Yak Panzer almost got the Firefly. He tries to get away with it. Oh, doesn't get it. Shot through the side. Munitions cooked off, and White and Fightermates could wipe the section as well. And that PS3yes suffered some rather critical losses. Fresh here from Firefly from Noname, but he's setting out there. He's setting out, and there you go. GG, game over. A brutal 2 versus 2 on our Farmlands with heavy losses on both sides. Lots of damage, and good God, I did a ton this match. Almost 50% as much as Sully. Also did most of the killing. And actually ended up being one of those who suffered the least. But very brutal battle here, as you can see, on our Farmlands with casualties running up. I think sort of close to, well, around the 6 to close to 700 casualties there. So a brutal 2 versus 2 of our Farmlands with heavy losses on both sides. Lots of maneuver, lots of attacks, air support locking down things. British launching human wave assaults because apparently they can slightly shrug off the bullets. Orbs and Yak Panzers, King Tigers, Fighter Megas, you name it. I do think this triple jump on this was actually a pretty good start to go with the Orbital Combat List if you know how to use it, since you can like to be very aggressive and push back your opponents. Sully, I think at times started to push from the north, but he suddenly has managed to hold the line there nicely. Could, I think, benefit a bit from a doctrine earlier, but still in the end pulled through there with the steering artillery. So a very brutal slaughter right here on Farmlands. So I hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell friends, share it with everyone. If not, send a replay and some comments in the comment section. This is ImperialDane. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. And see you all tomorrow for a nice episode. Bye.